Hello guys, I'm theponifier10 and on FimFiction. This further proves my point that I made last rant. But on FimFiction, there's this user called the Authority Cop. And just listen. A rotten day for sure is the title of the blog. I don't know about y'all, but I'm confused. My entire family just learned about me being a Brony, and well, okay, let me just say that they're very, very religious. So when they found out about the Brony stuff, and get this, they disowned me. Seriously, I'm not joking. I'm very serious. And if I write like I'm not sad, oh my god, I'm so heartbroken. Okay, just just disowning your own offspring. Disowning your own offspring. Is that really, honestly, truly okay in the eyes of God? That's like God saying that Jesus isn't his son. Do you think God would do that? Anyway, yeah, I cried for an hour now. They probably those those two parents probably don't even give a crap that he's crying. And those so-called parents, very true, told me to get out of the house as soon as possible. If that happened between me and my parents, I would say not until I get the money. I would if I wasn't only 16. Them idiots. Yeah, he's only 16. Most 16-year-olds can't move out of their house. Simply because they're not financially responsible enough. What with college, preparing for a family and life's dreams, etc. Even spending money. They told me to go and be with my boyfriend. I'm not gay. No offense. This is the exact same point I made last video. Just because you're a guy who likes My Little Pony Friendship is Magic doesn't automatically mean that you're gay. Like it doesn't automatically mean that they're gay. Some family. You got that right. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you all that. Any suggestions? My suggestion is use religion against them, authority. Tell them what they're doing is very sinful, and in the eyes of God, that is a big disappointment, especially for religious people. Here's something that definitely clears up. My family is former Nazis, if that changes things. So I'm guessing that his grandparents probably either they fought in the Nazi army in World War II, or yeah, just something along those lines. But okay, let me just clear something up. Authority Cop is not a Nazi. Okay, he is not. Now they're letting him stay until he either pays them rent or he stays at a friend's house. There are no friends nearby. Now they're treating him like a stranger. Yeah, okay. 'Cause, it's like that episode of the X-Men, like one of the cartoons. How Sabretooth, like he goes to this movie set and has a flashback from his childhood where his father's like, he's no son of mine and whatnot. Now they're treating their own child like he's a stranger. He thanks everyone in that last blog. He thanks everyone for supporting him, but that's just wow. That's just something you don't do. In the eyes of God, disowning your child is very, very sinful. And those parents should be completely ashamed of themselves for thinking, oh, he likes My Little Pony. He's not our son. My dad finds it weird that I like My Little Pony, but he doesn't judge me harshly for it. My mom is completely okay with it, and she is very religious as well. Seriously, she doesn't like that I'm into metal. I mean, she allows me to like it, but she doesn't like that, and she's okay with it. But I really got. This is reiterating the point that I made last video. What's the difference between ISIS, Hitler, and anti-bronies? They all want people. There is very little differences. There are very little differences. They all want people to die, or they all disown people who practice or like something that they don't. You see what I'm saying? Just, it's stuff like this that just irks me to no end. Because it's like, is that really what God would do? Is that really what God would do? God would never, in a quadrillion years, he would never, in a whole Googleplex years, disown one of his children for liking a show such as My Little Pony. I bet these parents don't even care that he's crying his eyes out. They're just treating him like a stranger. To wrap up, this is not okay. Okay, let me just say that I am honestly disgusted by the way these parents are treating their child. Is that really acceptable in the eyes of God? Is that really something that God would do? Just think about that. And if I can say something directly to Authority Cop's parents, and I am going to link all this. Okay. Like I said before, think about it. Is it really something that God would do to reject one of his children just because they like something like, I don't know, My Little Pony? Would he really do that? Think about it. Would he really? That is... Disowning your child is a very sinful thing. That's almost the same as like God rejecting Jesus. You don't reject and disown your child over something as arbitrary as My Little Pony. And to say something to Authority Cop, use religion against them. Tell them what they're doing is sinful. And say that it's basically the equivalent of God rejecting Jesus. Is rejecting your child the work of God or the work of Satan? You'd be pretty incorrect if you said God. What they're doing... Okay, and this reminds me of something. This isn't Satanism we're talking about. This is liking a show. Being a brony is not the same as being a Satanist. He doesn't support Satan. Authority Cop's parents? He is not a Satanist just because he likes My Little Pony. He's not gay because he likes it. It's just something he likes. It's something he happens to like. There are such things as different opinions in the world. And I used to look upon that fact with scorn. I used to reject that fact. So I speak the same language. In other words, I used to wonder what friendship could be. But I got nothing left to say. I'm the Ponifier 10, and this stuff in modern day America, that's not the work of God. It's the work of Satan. Okay. I'm done here. Good night.